Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you as always for being here. Thank you for joining me for yet again another monthly zodiac reading. And here we are doing the Aries monthly reading for today. And this is a zodiac reading for all Aries sun, moon and rising signs, a monthly read just to show us what may be taking up your focus for the month coming ahead in August, any obstacles or challenges or any opportunities or experiences that may be coming your way, just a general overall look at the month ahead for you in August 2021. So always really excited. I hope you had a really good month of July, and I'm excited to see what's coming up for you Aries in this month. So here you are, and I'm going to just put you here into the mixing cup. So in you go, and let's find out what's coming up for you this month. So let's go ahead and mix your charms. Okay, and so as usual I will go and give these a mix now, and then we'll take a look at what's coming up for you this month. Oh my goodness, wow, that did not want to wait for me to mix it properly. Sorry Aries. Let me just gather myself here because we had an escapee, which is the Tower. So I will include that in the reading. I don't know where it was going because it hasn't landed anywhere on the board. So I will take it though because it was in the cup and it definitely needs to be part of the reading. So goodness me, that was interesting. That has never happened to me before, but they all just came flying out there. We'll take it for your charm reading for this month. Let me just zoom in and take a closer look at what's going on. Okay Aries, so let's go straight into your reading here. I'll quickly just remind you of how I'm going to read the board, and that is that anything in the center of the board here will be what will be taking up your main focus for the month ahead. At the bottom of the board, I'll be reading any challenges and obstacles that may be coming up for you. Above on the top of the board here, we'll be reading that as any thoughts or feelings, what's really taking up what's coming to the forefront of your mind, that's taking your main focus in your thoughts there. And on the left side of the board, we read this as any recent past issues, experience or opportunities or obstacles that you've been coming through. And on the right hand side of the board, that will be moving towards your near future. So what is coming up for you in the coming weeks and months, and what you'll be working towards. So that was interesting. My goodness Aries, what happened there? Wow, that it just threw itself everywhere. And what I really want to start with, I'm just going to point out here you are over on the right hand side, which is representative of the near future. So what I'm seeing, and because it all just threw itself at me there, I'm going to start with the main focus here, which was the Tower. It threw itself out of the board, but what I'm seeing here is there's big change coming because everything's just gone everywhere. It's all spread across the board quite evenly, and the Tower for me, this is my lighthouse tower, and I read it very similarly to the tarot cards, where the Tower for me represents things being pulled down. So it may possibly be a time of major change, which could be maybe making things feel a little bit chaotic, but it's absolutely necessary change. I always see it as a really positive thing, because it's change in order to pull down the old, to bring down the old tower that no longer serves any purpose, and it gives you the opportunity to build a new tower, a stronger tower that's really going to serve a better purpose for you. So while everything may feel like it's falling apart, it actually is all falling into place, and it is for your better interest, for your greater good. Ultimately, it may feel quite chaotic. A lot of people don't like the energy of a tower, especially when it shows up in tarot readings, but for me, I feel it's a really positive energy and a very necessary energy as well, because everything in life is all about change and moving forward, and sometimes the tower is just about bringing it all down, rebuilding, and coming back stronger and better, and really building something that works much, much better for us. So Aries, I do feel that this month could be all about a lot of change for you. So I'm going to leave that in the center there, and then what I'm going to work towards is starting here at the bottom in your obstacles and challenges area, because actually I'm not seeing any major challenges. So I'm just going to double check. Sometimes you get different things hiding down there. We do have some initials, however. This is a slightly unusual one. This is the letter X. And again, I always read it as an initial of a person, a place, an experience or opportunity. Could even be an occupation, but that's quite an unusual one. It's the letter X, so that may be very specific just to some of you. It may not resonate with everyone, but that's slightly in your challenges and obstacles area there. But I'm really not seeing any major blockages for you. So what I'm understanding about this reading for many of you is that this is definitely a welcome change. It's a change that I think you've been working towards. So whatever is coming up for you in this month, it's really a good positive movement forward, because it's definitely not anything that you're being challenged here with. So there should be a good momentum for going ahead and making those changes for you this month. So in the recent past, over on the left hand side here, you do have the green heart, and the green heart for me is representative of envy. So it may be that you have been looking at other people's lives and thinking the grass is always greener on the other side. It's that kind of mentality of perhaps nothing too negative, maybe just some envy, maybe looking at other people's successes and feeling frustrated that perhaps things aren't moving in the direction that you want them to. But what we're also seeing here is the red button, and the red button literally means stop for me. So when I see that close to any of the other charms, to me it just literally says stop this behavior. So it's no longer serving you, or it never really serves anyone, I don't think, feeling envious of anybody else. There is that positive envy where you're happy for people, but you think, oh, like, why can't I have those things in life? But what we're seeing is that perhaps that's creating a bit of negativity, or it's been holding you back a little bit in the recent past. So that energy really serves you no more purpose. Feeling that perhaps other people are getting where you want to go, or other people are achieving and succeeding, and you're perhaps not seeing those results. So it's just a reminder there that can be quite sometimes a negative energy, and we want to just stop that behavior so that you can bring about all these really positive changes. Because Aries, my goodness, I am seeing definitely some big change for you. So it is coming. Moving across from there, we'll come into the central focus now. So just slightly lower here, this is where your focus will be for the month ahead. And we do have this is my bead that I use to represent a ball. So it's the kind of ball that you would have for decorative purposes in any celebrations. So for me, it's about a special occasion, or a celebration coming in. It's also a reminder about traditions as well. So maybe there may be a traditional purpose or event coming forward for you, Aries, this month that could be significant to you, but it also is representative of an event or a special occasion coming in for you as well, a reason to celebrate. So that's a really lovely energy there. It's also closely connected to my Girl Guide badge. And the Girl Guide badge for me just represents good deeds. So it's about doing the right thing. It could be for some of you about good deeds for others. So working in the community. It could be about just making the right choices for yourself as well. So for some of us, it could just really be about just making the right choices and doing the right thing for ourselves and for others around us. So for some of you, maybe actual work in the community and doing something for the greater good in your area or for the people around you. And for others, it really could just be about making the right decision for yourself as well. And that does come in very close to this celebration here. So definitely something good that's happening, a decision that you've made that maybe really giving you cause for celebration there. So a fantastic energy, Aries, there. Just above here on the left hand side of the tower, I'm also seeing the key here, which is another great energy of unlocking things. So it's not near any other charm, so it's not indicating anything specific, but unlocking. The key for unlocking, possibly for some of you, could be unlocking negative past behaviors or anything that maybe you've been feeling is holding you back. Just unlocking and releasing and letting go of those behaviors and those energies, because they're no longer serving you any favors. So that could be just literally for some of you unlocking those emotional ties or those negative ties, but for others it could literally be the unlocking of something new. That could be a new career, a new experience or opportunity, or for some of you literally a new home or a change in location. So that really will be something different for everyone. Please just take it as it resonates with you if it does, but again, it literally just means unlocking something, so whatever that may be for you. But I always see that as a really, really good energy, because when you unlock something new, you're more than likely starting something. So it's a new beginning, which we're seeing here with the tower energy. So that's a really, really good energy there. I do also want to point out the initials here that I forgot to mention. So we also have the letter Q. So another unusual one, so that may be something different for everyone, but that was just down here coming up in your central focus here for the month. And then with the celebration here and the making the right choices and decisions, we also have the letter T. So again, just a reminder that could be an initial of a person, a place, an opportunity or experience. Something different for everyone, but with the letter T there, it's definitely showing up closely linked to that celebration or that special event coming in. So a really interesting little area there. So moving forward, going more towards your thoughts and feelings up here. Again, we're seeing lots more initials as well, so I'll just point those out, and that is the letter V. Okay, and you have that closely linked to the Libra charm. So that may be, as it's in your thoughts and feelings, this is what's on the forefront of your mind for the month. So that could be a Libra energy coming in for you. Again, as I said, it's closely linked to the letter V there. So that could just be something, a very specific person that some of you are thinking about, or somebody that's coming into your life this month who is a Libra sign. We also have a Sagittarius zodiac energy up there as well in your thoughts. So whatever that is for you, it may not be for everyone, but we have a Libra and a Sagittarius zodiac energy showing up there. And we also have the initial of the letter D. Okay. And next to that, we have another initial of the letter Y. So not always your usual letters or initials. So this could be something very, very particular for some of you. So the letter Y there, and that's very closely linked to the sea glass, which I always love to see this in a reading because the sea glass represents healing and renewal. So definitely what we're seeing here with this big tower moment where everything's changing, and it may be feeling a little bit all out of sorts and a bit chaotic, but what we're getting here in your thoughts and what's on the forefront of your mind is the need to regenerate yourself, to heal yourself in order to move forward. So that's definitely something that some of you could be really focusing or wanting to focus your time and your energy towards. You may have been thinking about it for a while now, but definitely in order to make these changes, especially if there's so much going on and there's lots of change coming in for you, there will be a time that you will need to take to heal yourself, to re-energize yourself in order to go ahead with making these changes and to deal with all the opportunities that are coming in. So I love this renewal energy for you, and that's a renewal of your situation as well. So whatever you've been going through here, feeling limited and maybe envious of others around you, now is your time, Aries. For most of you, I'm seeing that there's something coming in for you that's going to create that renewal, that's going to really shake up your life and bring in some changes for you, which I'm feeling that's maybe where you've been wanting to go anyway. So I definitely think this is a good month for it. Moving on into this side here, this is your near future, so the coming weeks and months ahead of you. So we're seeing the candlestick, which we see fairly often, and the candlestick is a reminder of socializing. It can be romantic socializing, so that could be dating for some of you, and maybe this is the change that you've been looking at bringing about in your life. So this could be that you're finally getting out there and making the right steps, or taking the right steps, towards dating again. And it could be for others just in general socializing and going out and meeting new people, and maybe that's really what brings about the change for you, is just going out and taking time to meet new people and do something different as well. So socializing is definitely coming up here a lot for you in the near future for some of you, and what I love is seeing the spring here, because the spring is literally representative of movement forward, and the fact that we're seeing it up here close to your thoughts and feelings, and right here coming up in your near future, so the coming weeks and months, we're literally seeing you spring forward and taking that movement towards change. So I love it. I love the spring, and that's it. It's really about now is the time to take action and to push yourself forward, and I love that we're seeing that there with the spring. So we also have you here, Aries. And I really think, because you're showing up here in the near future, I really think that's what you're working towards. You're really working towards that renewal, that change with the tower. You're looking towards your future, and you're wanting these changes to come in, because as I said, I don't see any obstacles or challenges to stop you or prevent you from making these changes. So I think I'm getting the sense that it's a welcome energy for you, Aries, that you're here showing up in the future. So you're really looking ahead at what's to come in the near future for you. So I absolutely love that. And you are right here next to the letter H. Okay, and again, as I was saying, that does represent possibly the initial of a person, a place, an experience, an opportunity, an occupation, whatever that initial may mean for you, Aries. But I'm absolutely loving your reading here. That was a coconut's way of casting, because it all just threw itself out of the cup, but I was happy to accept it, because I really do see a clear understanding that it doesn't surprise me with that tower moment where everything is just being shaken up and lots of change coming in, an opportunity for renewal, socializing, meeting new people, and I love the spring energy of just really pushing yourself forward, springing yourself into action to welcome these changes and make these changes happen, because here you are, Aries, ready and waiting for the future, and all that's to come in the next few months and weeks ahead. So a really, really fantastic reading for you. I'm just going to zoom out now so that we can also look at some oracle cards as well. Okay, Aries, hopefully you can still see everything clearly of what's coming up for you this month in August. I'm so excited about this reading for you. So I'm also going to go straight into these cards here. So we have the Secret Language of Color deck, and as I've said before in the July monthly reading, I love using color just to really re-energize and change our mood, and just to use it in visualizations in our meditations, or we surround ourselves with color in everything we do. So I absolutely love it for bringing about positive energy and changes in our moods, and helping us just surround ourselves with good positive vibes and energy. So definitely I think you're going to be getting lots of positive messages here, because there's so much change coming in for you, Aries, I'm seeing. So let's get straight into shuffling these very giant cards. I do my best, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get a couple of messages here, some color messages for Aries for the month of August in 2021. Let's see what's coming up for you here. So what energies what colors can you be focusing on, Aries? That's way too many. That was a good save. Did you see that there? That was a good save. Okay. But just trying to stop them from all flying off the table there. Okay. So let's draw a couple of cards here for you, Aries. So your first card here. And I want to cut the deck again. And a second card for you there. So let's have a look at what colours you were given for this month in August. Ooh, developmental clarity. Can you see that clearly there? That's a beautiful, deep, deep purple. Okay, developmental clarity. So what I'm seeing here is definitely with all of this change coming in, with the Tower energy there. So definitely it's asking you to really try to focus on the changes that are coming in, or the changes that need to come about. So it's just about taking some time. For some of you, that could be meditation. I know meditation isn't for everyone, but it's perhaps just trying to really focus and clear your mind so that you can set your intentions and you can really start focusing on these changes that are coming about. We do have the Girl Guide badge down here, which was representative of making the right choices. So it's also about doing good things as well. So doing good deeds or making the right choices for yourself. So by developing that mental clarity with that beautiful, rich, deep purple there, which is a really beautiful spiritual energy. It's an energy to help you connect to your third eye. And or does that make sense? I don't know. I think it's really about tuning yourself into your spiritual mindset. So being able to have a deeper and better understanding, using your third eye for visualization. For maybe for some of you, if you're good at visualization, you could really try and sit with being able to visualize yourself surrounded in this beautiful deep purple color. If that makes any sense, anything that I've just said to you, hopefully it does. But definitely being able to give you a much clearer mindset of what's coming in, particularly if it's a very chaotic time of year for you and there's lots of change coming in. It's just about being able to clear your mind and look deeply into where it is you're focusing your energies towards. So hopefully that makes sense for you. I don't really know where I was going with that one, but I absolutely love that energy. It's a really lovely, beautiful, deep color there. So you also have plum. So a very similar color there. Can you see that? So that's overcome your challenges, which is interesting because for this reading, I didn't really see any major obstacles or challenges for you there. Coming out of your recent past, we did see that almost slightly envious energy coming in there, and that's about releasing and letting go of that negative energy. So perhaps that's a challenge for some of you. But the challenge really could just be about change. So overall, sometimes change can be quite scary, and it can be, we want to move ourselves forward. We want to keep moving forward with that spring energy there. That's definitely where I'm seeing your focus, Aries. But it may be causing challenges for you. Nothing obvious that I'm seeing here for the month of August, but it may be coming up in your future that in order to make these changes, there may be some things that you'll need to overcome, and it's just about especially having that mental clarity. When you have a really clear understanding of where you want to go and what it is you're working towards, it should make those challenges a bit easier to overcome. So some really beautiful, deep, rich colours to focus on there for the month of August. And then, as always, I do love to finish a reading with these Moonology Oracle cards. This is just my little deck of Oracle cards here, and it's just a fantastic way of summarising the end of a reading for you. So let's go straight into shuffling these. What's the final message that we have for Aries for this month of August 2021? Oh, okay, we'll take that one then. And it's just the one. And we have surrender to the divine. Okay, it's the full moon, surrender to the divine. And the full moon for me also in the charms, when the full moon comes out in my charm readings, it represents gratitude. So really being thankful for what it is that we have. So definitely for some of you, with that mental clarity message coming in, it really could be in order to accept these changes that are coming in, or to bring in those manifestations and changes that are coming in for you, Aries. It could just be that you're needing to reconnect by possibly meditating. For some of you, that's not for everyone, but try to reconnect with your faith, to take a deeper spiritual look at where you're wanting to go and what it is you're wanting to achieve and work towards. So surrendering to the divine, trusting and having faith that this tower, as chaotic as it sometimes may seem, it's definitely working in your favor to help you move forward and make these changes for your absolute best possible life. So a really, really good message, Aries, there. I hope I've managed to make some sense for you. And that those messages did resonate with some of you, or all of you, hopefully. And there we have it, Aries, your month of August ahead. So really have a fantastic month. And thank you, as always, for being here, sending you all lots of love, light, and blessings.